Well, greetings. It's not really morning. I usually say morning. I didn't record this morning. I was busy with things, unfortunately. But I told myself I should do my logs every single day. Why? I'm not 100% sure. But I said I would, so I'm going to. I had my day, went in, did my workout and all that good stuff. Had a really good workout today. Yeah, I mm. But unfortunately, had some troubling news from family members, loved ones in hospital. So not good there. But it is what it is. I mean, it's not a personal thing. It's more something for them, somebody who's important in their life, and so I care, but it's more of I feel bad for them, even though it's someone else's. There's degrees of separation, so it's unfortunate. But yeah, no, and the unfortunate thing is that the person in question knew about their problems. I mean, they're getting cancer treatment, and they refuse to change their life. They refuse to hydrate properly, to cut alcohol out of their diet, to exercise, to eat healthier foods. And I just don't understand. It's like because I've run into it many times. Someone didn't hire me as a client, but I've had people who have spoken to me in the desire to potentially be client, and they don't go far past talk. A lot of people, and it's like you've had a doctor tell you you're pre-diabetic. You want to lose fat. You would like to be healthier, and you're unwilling to do any of the things that I tell you. Not really willing to, because you keep giving excuses, you keep pushing things out, keep just having it be talk about the thing, and that seems to be a problem. A lot of people have. They're getting the social positive feel of talking about the thing. This is an issue that I see in a lot of the corporate world in the modern age. Is this, the HR focused culture? The meetings, heavy meetings, and all this talk, 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 talk. Action is inherently better than inaction. I'm sorry, I know people would disagree with that in a philosophical way, but it is objectively true. Even in military context, what it was said about action not being inherently better, it is. Because guess what? Holding back and observing and cataloging things, observing things, thinking about it, planning, that is an action. Talking in circles is not an action. That is the opposite. That is procrastination. And a lot of people, though, they get, in these non-epic things of our day-to-day lives, they get into this habit of, I'm going to talk to somebody about this thing. I'm going to discuss it with them. I'm going to, I'm addressing it. That's great, right? No, you're not. You're getting the feeling like you are addressing it, but you're not actually addressing anything. You just feel like you are because it's a topic that you've brought up. You've got to actually commit to one of the things that you've talked about. You can't just talk about it and get results. But a lot of people do that, unfortunately. Sorry, I keep looking over at Taya. I just put her back in the terrarium, and she's just like, what? I don't want to be in here. I want to be out. It's like, oh, no, you don't. It's dangerous out here. But I just don't understand that way of looking at it. This, to talk about the thing. It's like my book. I don't really talk about my book. I don't tell people about the story because if I think that if I was to tell somebody, let's just say that I was talking to my mom, my sister, some random person, and they're like, "Oh, you're writing. So how's your book going?" If I started telling them about the story that I'm writing, I don't feel like I'd really have much motivation to continue writing because I would have told the story by that point. It's the telling of the story that I desire, and if I was to tell it, then I don't know, I just wouldn't feel the need to write it as much, I don't think. I think talking about it would be one of the worst things for me to do. So, I mean, and I don't want it to sound like I'm attacking anybody. Like if he doesn't want to do those things to be healthier and help his survival, that's his business. I'm absolute about freedom, and if people do whatever they want. But I know you want to live longer. I know you want to be around your kids, your grandkids, your friends, your fucking toy soldiers, whatever the goddamn hell you've got that you care about. You want to be around it. You want to be here. If you don't, then, well, that's something we can work on as well. But, not really with me, but with somebody, hopefully. I don't know. I don't know. Your health and wellness. These are things that get thrown around a lot. These words, and it's treated like an industry, because it is. There's an entire economic industry around these concepts. But there's people like myself. I just want to help people find joy in being healthier, like I have. I want to spread that because it's nice. It really is. I haven't found the guaranteed method though to get people to stand up and commit. I don't. There is no guaranteed method. You have to decide to. It's the same as like when you're dealing with an addict. They have the addict themselves has to decide that they want to fix their addiction. You can't decide for them. You can help, but you can't decide. So, I I do hope that if anyone ever sees this, that they've been struggling, just small commitment, just something, anything, trust, just any kind of commitment. It can be something as simple as I'm not gonna eat candy anymore. All right, I'm gonna cut out candy. All right, well that's step one. I'm gonna cut alcohol out. I'm only gonna have one, I'm not gonna have any drinks. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna go to the gym. I've got Saturday, I've got an hour on Saturday, every Saturday. Sure. I'll go to the gym for 1 hour every week. Fantastic. Yes. Are you gonna see the most amazing results from that? No, you're not. But you will have started something. And you do that just 6 times, 7 times. You will start setting up a pattern of action, a habit. So, but at the end of the day, it is still your choice. Do whatever you want personally. I want what's best for everyone. But I would never, even if I had a button I could push to force it, I would never force it. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get off my soapbox. Yeah, so I've got my own problems. I'm no perfect person, of course, but anyway, have a good one or a bad one. I won't tell you what to do, but you can have whatever you want. Just make that decision.